All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry that break was a little bit longer than we hoped. I did some math wrong. Looks like we actually leveled up right before we came into initiative. So we are all now at level 2. And as we come forward, these two suits of armor and this long sword and the short sword have advanced. And Bo, you feel very forthright and forthcoming. We might not have expected it, but at the same time, it feels like everything in this house could kill us. So it's not like we weren't expecting something to attack. So you feel like you might be able to move first.
Let's see, where am I at?
Bring yourself in. I'll say you're in here. We've got a suit of armor here, a suit of armor here, on each side of this doorway, and then a sword on each side of the doorway. So there's a suit of armor on each side.
Yes, absorb elements is a thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to get far enough away
Okay.
from my boys, my home dogs, and see you do your magic thing. So I'm gonna do my magic thing. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that did not work. It didn't because I didn't add them. I wanted to cast Thunder Wave, but it's level 1.
All right.
Cast Thunder Wave.
Okay. So as you come forward, let's say you come forward and you saw me do some cool stuff earlier. So you're gonna try and figure out this. So you make a giant clapping sound, and as you do, which it's a 15-foot cube. So this should affect both suits of armor, I think. Yep, they're about 50. Yep, I'll say it affects both suits of armor. So they need to make a Constitution save, DC 15. And both of them fail with a natural 1 and a 9. So they both take 11 points of thunder damage. Woof.
And they are pushed back
And they are pushed
into the
back.
wall.
So they are knocked back into the wall. And I'll say with that amount of force, they're going to take an additional D4 of damage each.
Nice.
I gotta say,
Again, Bo's a chosen one.
truly, he is chosen.
Oh,
And
okay, my
crits on the
damage.
4.
I like my damage better, so we're gonna use that. So they take total 15 points of damage each. They are looking a little rough with first hit off the bat. Chris, you feel like you have a chance to move forward.
I want to move back away from the armor.
Okay.
And after looking through that book earlier that had some of those spells in it, I was like, okay, we know the rules now. We know the rules. And I want to stick my hand out like a gun, aim at the armor, and fire a magic missile.
Beautiful. Those it's an auto hit, so I would say go ahead and roll your damage. Which are you? How many are you sending at each one?
I
Or are you
think
sending them all at
I think I can. Well, on level 2, I can shoot 2, right? So I'll shoot 1 at each,
one at each? Okay.
which
Go
I
ahead and
think
roll
is
your damage.
1d4 plus 1, I believe.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1.
First and second. Nice.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. I like that. Makes it easier for me. Okay. That brings these two flying swords. They're going to move forward. They don't like either of the things that just happened, but they see these two people advancing. So the short sword is going to come forward and make an attack at Bo. The long sword is going to come up and make an attack at you, Chris. Chris does a 9 hit.
No, 9 is a miss.
All right. Bo does a 15 hit.
Yep.
All right. You take. It should have been a 1d6, not a 1d8. So we're gonna go and half that. It's by 2 slashing damage.
Okay.
Which brings us to Corey. What do? You've got these two suits of armor that have been pushed back into the wall and then had a missile hit each of them. You've got a long sword that is attacking your brother and a short sword that is attacking Bo.
I think you're muted, Corey.
We can't hear you.
Oh, yep, you're muted.
Yeah, I had to unpause. Thank you.
Yep.
So, seeing what's going on here, who's the closest enemy to me?
The closest enemy to you right now is going to be the short sword that is attacking Bo. Ah,
All right.
no,
So,
I'm gonna say it's the long sword that's attacking Chris.
well, I'm about to say, well, who attacked my brother? So I'm gonna go after that one,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell Gax to just stand guard, and I'm gonna tell him to guard us. So
Okay.
does that mean that he can impose disadvantage?
He will impose disadvantage on the next creature that attacks one of your party members. Yes.
All right. So good boy, stay on guard, and then I'm gonna swing my Morning Star.
Okay.
At the
Ooh.
longsword.
That is gonna be a hit. Go ahead
And then I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna pump some of that energy that I used to heal my allies and myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna pump it into this and try to actually use it to do damage.
Okay.
So when I
Ooh,
hit with
like
this
that.
Morning Star, I'm gonna channel some energy into it, and I'm gonna use a Divine Smite. And on
Beautiful.
top of
That 4 piercing.
4 piercing plus 10 radiant.
Ooh, this long sword is looking rough. In one hit, it looks like it kind of like drops a little bit. It doesn't fall to the floor, but it kind of like drops a little bit, and you see kind of like jerky. Its movements got really jerky.
Well done, bro.
At which point, the suits of armor are kind of gonna pull themselves off the wall. That didn't feel good at all. So they're going to advance, and the closest things to them are going to be Chris and Bo. So they are each going to make a slam attack at each of you, and these do make multi-attacks, so they will get 2 attacks at each of you. But the first against Chris, that is going to be at disadvantage. A 10, does it hit?
That's a miss.
Does a 12 hit?
12 meets.
All right, you take 3 bludgeoning damage, Chris.
Oof.
Bo, does a 10 hit? Nope.
No.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
You'll take 5 bludgeoning damage.
I go to sleep.
Oh no. It's my turn. And seeing that, I'm going to come forward. I'll run around do it. Oh, excuse me, let me squeeze right past you to Gax and Corey there, and I'm gonna come forward and I'm gonna pour my health potion down your throat. Oh, I'm not cool with that. We're all in this together.
There's a song there, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
And you will take 9 health, Bo. Jade, you feel like it's your opportunity to act.
Okay. So those armors are bad news. I'm going to whip out my handy dandy, wonderful fire thing, and I'm gonna throw a chunk of fire at it, and I don't think I hit it.
It's not gonna hit, and as you do, it kind of just shoots past and goes into the stone wall. Luckily, not catching anything else on fire.
Unfortunate.
Bo, you feel like you're up again, and you feel like you have a chance. Do something.
Let's see. I'll shoot the one that slapped me with this nifty little hand crossbow I found.
Okay, dig it. A 6 is not gonna hit, and it's gonna go right past the suit of armor into the wall. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
I will tell Chris that he is doing a great job, fantastic job. He should keep it up.
Great
Thanks,
job,
Bo.
buddy. Chris, you feel inspired by this, and you now have a D6 of inspiration.
Yeah, I can do this.
And you'll also find it's your turn. You think you can go.
How long does
Bo-
inspiration
Bo
last?
believes in me. Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, Chris.
Yeah.
But this is important, DM. I should add 2 more damage because I have dueling fighting style.
Okay, actually, that is very
Did
important.
that take him out?
No, it does not. But
Okay.
it is faltering. It's looking like it's hard for it to hit. It's gonna have.
Sorry for
disadvantage on all of
interrupting. I
its-
forgot to add that
You're
because
good.
it's just second
From
level.
now on, that longsword is gonna have disadvantage on all of its attacks.
I will run up to the to the suit of armor closest to me, which I believe is standing right in front of me.
Yep.
I'm going to attack with my statue hand.
Unfortunately, it just pings right off the armor. No damage is felt by this poor little buddy. Unless, do you feel inspired?
Yeah. So what is that? A D6?
It's a d6. That is enough. That what in one reality might have pinged and a miss. This one contacts and it hits this animated suit of armor right in its arm joint. Go ahead and roll me some damage. Some damage.
Noise.
For 7. All right.
Nice.
It's looking a little rough. It's looking,
No, go
it's looking like a couple more good hits
Right.
might take it out. Which brings us to the flying sword. The flying longsword is going to make an attack at you, Chris. Does 11 hit?
No, 11's a miss.
All right. It swings and misses, and the short sword is going to make another attack at you, Bo. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
You will take 5 slashing damage. Corey, you feel like you have an opportunity to act. You're muted, bud.
Corey, you're muted.
I'm trying to be respectful and not have y'all hear my cooking noises.
We appreciate that. We really
Good.
do.
Forgetting about y'all still can't hear me talk. So I'm gonna look at one of these suits of armor that's still standing, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna point at it. And I'm gonna command it.
Okay.
And I've got one word here. And I'm gonna say, point to myself and say, mine to the armor. And try to command it to be mine.
All right. Is that a charm effect?
I don't know command. I don't think command's a charm effect.
Can you post it for me?
Wisdom saving. Oh, I didn't click it. Did it click? Is it in there?
I'm not saying.
Oh,
it
it's
loud.
asking. It keeps asking me what level. They have to do a wisdom saving throw. And it's a one-word command. You determine how the target behaves.
Technically, this is a construct and not a creature.
One word to a creature, so it won't work on this. Well, I know that before I tried it.
You would know that. Yep. We play D&D enough. You would know that.
Okay, so I guess I can't command this thing. That's lame. I'm trying to be creative instead of just smacking it with some weapon.
I know,
Uh,
right?
I guess I'll hit it with my morning star very creatively.
Hey, if
Are
it
you
gets it
attacking?
out, it gets it out.
It's 19,
That
same
is
one.
gonna hit the one in front of your brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
same one. I'm trying to take that one out. 7.
It is looking rough. There's a little bit of a ding in the armor, but not something you can just push out a little bit later. It's still up, but it's jerky. It's moving to jerky now,
Okay.
which is gonna
For my bonus, I'm gonna continue to
have guard.
attack the
All
guard.
right, so that'll make its first attack against Chris at disadvantage. At which point it is their turn to move. So they are going to make 2 attacks. 2 at this one in front of you, Chris. 2 at you, since it can't really get to anybody else right now.
Guard your uncle.
Guard your loins.
That too.
Does a 6 hit?
No, it's a miss.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
That's a hit.
3 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
Did he get disadvantage from Gax?
Yeah, that's what the 6 was.
Uh,
Because it was either a 6 or a 21.
You said 3, right?
Yeah, 3 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
And then Bo, the one in front of you and I, is actually going to kind of come forward. So it's standing right next to the other suit of armor. So it is going to make an attack at you, Bo, and attack at me because it, in its little mind, based on the roll I just made, realized, oh, they can bring things back up. So the first attack at you, Bo, is going to be a 14,
Yep, that hits.
3 bludgeoning.
Oh no, Bo.
Why are my attack rolls so shit? The one at me. Ooh. Thank God it didn't have advantage. That's gonna hit. Ooh. And you see my little form? Crumple. as I go down. At which point is my turn. I'm going to make a death save. 17 is a success. All right, moving
Nice.
on. Jade, you feel like it's your turn to act.
So I don't think I have any potions. I am going to run up to you and be like, "Oh no 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 no! Get better, get better!" It's like how I fixed this. I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna be like, think healing thoughts, think healing thoughts, think healing thoughts, and I'm gonna cure wounds you.
Beautiful. As that happens, she grabs my shoulder and she's like, think healing thoughts, think healing thoughts. And you see her little hands kind of glow a little bit. And then suddenly my eyes kind of flutter open like, what the fuck was that?
Use
Right?
magic. I'm magic too, guys.
Do you have a bonus action, Jade?
My
that you would like to
bonus
use?
action is I give a sturdy middle finger to one of the things of armor.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
Love it.
like attempt to provoke it, but it's a thing, so I don't think it cares.
Give me an intimidation check. Give me an intimidation check. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have eyes, but it feels that middle finger. It feels
It
it in
feels
its
the
little
animosity. I'm gonna wear.
heartless construct self. Chris, you feel like you have an
Come at
opportunity
me,
to
bitch.
make an attack.
All right. Let's see. Well, I guess I will use another use of magic missile, but this time I'm shooting both at the armor that's still standing in front of me.
Okay. Make your first magic missile hit. All right, with that
I'm
first
sorry.
one, you see that the armor in front of you actually goes down. It just kind of like falls apart and crumbles to the
Nice.
floor. So your second one, seeing that its target is not there, it's gonna go into the other one and hit into the other suit of armor. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to use?
No, I do not have a bonus action.
Okay, so the flying sword, the little long sword in front of you is gonna try real hard. It's gonna try real hard to hit you, but it's got disadvantage because it can barely keep itself up.
It's janky.
Chris, does a natural one hit? Because I don't think it does.
It does not.
So that natural one is going to actually bring that sword, and it's gonna accidentally like slam into the floor. At which point, it's gonna take a point of bludgeoning damage and crumple to the floor, useless. This short
it-
sword,
Does it miss,
It's like-
hit the ground, and become stuck?
yeah, basically. The short sword is going to make an attack at Bo. Does a 12 hit?
It does.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Back to sleep.
God damn it, Bo.
Bard is down. The bard is down.
Bard is down.
No.
Bard is down.
I only
Corey, you
have
feel like
so
you
much
have an opportunity
heals.
to attack. The suit of armor in front of your brother is down. The sword attacking your brother is down. There is still a suit of armor that is above myself and Bo, and a short sword that just took down Bo.
Muted. Look.
The look
Yeah.
on his face.
Yeah. I want to try to get the one off Bo since he just went down. I don't want him to take any more damage. So I'm just going to swing with my Morning Star at it.
Okay.
14.
14 is gonna just glance off of it, seemingly not doing any damage. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
Just to tell Gax to guard us.
Okay, can do, will do. So as this animated armor comes forward, it's gonna make another attack at myself, seeing that Bo is on the ground. Doesn't seem all that invested in doing anything to him now. Miss with a 9, and a 13 is gonna hit. I don't go down, but I take a real heavy hit to my chest.
Just healed you.
As we get to my turn, I'm mad, and I saw what Bo did earlier when he clapped his hands. So I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing towards this armor, and I'm just gonna, boom, clap this armor that's right in front of my face. If it wants to load, come on, baby. All right, well, whatever. So it is gonna make a Constitution save. It does succeed with an 18, so it's not gonna take any damage. But I tried, and that is the message for today. Um, Jade, you feel like you have an opportunity to act.
The other armor thing is still up.
There is a suit of armor that's right in front of me, as well as a short sword that's next to me. Because since Bo's on the ground, since Bo is on the ground, it is not going to attack them.
I'm gonna try and go with a spear because the fire thing has not been working with me. But let's try stabbing one of these guys and see how that works.
Oh, that's. Are you going at the? Are you going towards the sword or the armor?
Armor.
Okay, that is gonna hit, and oof, that is a good hit. It spears right into him, and he takes a good 6 points of piercing damage. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to use?
I look him dead in his non-existent eyes and be like, "Bitch."
All right, make an intimidation check.
Yeah.
Again, with that 15, you don't really feel like it did much, but you got it good. You got it good, girl.
I stare deep into its not eyes.
Make me a death save.
Where is it? There it is.
That is a success, so mark a success off on your sheet. Chris, you feel like you have an opportunity to act.
Attacking the armor with my mace. Well, my improvised mace, my statue hand. Oof.
All right. Unfortunately, that statue hand is not going to hit. It's just gonna cling right off. This flying sword is going to come forward, and it's going to attack Jade, since she just shoved a spear into this armor. So the short sword is going to make a melee attack. Does a 6 hit?
A 6 does not hit.
All right. Beautiful. Corey, you feel like you have an opportunity to act. You are muted.
I actually remember that time.
Helpful.
Burn me 4 times. It's on me. All right. No, nothing ever gets me the 4th time. All right. So what's the scene in front of me?
So there is a short sword that just swung and a missed at good old Jade, and then there is a suit of armor that is looks like it just hit me really good in the chest.
I'm gonna yell like that. Get off of Alaina! And I'm gonna smack the one in the armor that hit you with my Morning Star.
Bo's dying, by the way.
Yo, I'm feeling like we need to take care of these guys, right? But I guess I'm
Yeah.
starting to.
I will say that Morning Star glance it's just a bing, just right off the
So
armor.
close.
So can I get Gax? Can I tell Gax to
Yeah.
go revive Bo? I want to give him a Saint Bernard style healing potion. And I want to look at him. Take this.
Okay.
Go, buddy. Do your thing.
goes
So
to the
Gax
corner in
will
peace.
take it in his mouth, kind of look at you like, and he'll blink over to Bo and kind of set the healing potion on the ground because he's a dog and he doesn't have opposable thumbs. But it's there.
Okay, good try,
So
buddy.
somebody else now could potentially. And was this a healing potion or a greater healing?
Now, how much communication would I have? I mean, if I open the thing, could he have poured it in Bo's mouth? What kind of level of intelligence are we giving?
He's gonna. I mean, he has intelligence, but he's not gonna be able to give him a healing potion. He can
Okay.
have the healing potion in the greater vicinity, but he's not gonna. He doesn't have hands. He can get it there, but he can't actually give it.
So can I order him to take the healing potion with him and keep it, and then guard his body and keep the healing
Yes.
potion with him, like type
Yes.
situation?
Yes.
So go guard, but like keep Bo
yeah.
safe, and like keep. So the Gas got a healing potion. If somebody could give it to Bo, and that's my move.
Okay, perfect. Which just brings us to the armor. It's gonna make a slam attack against you, Corey, because you just tried to hit it. You missed.
No.
Tried.
Tried.
Does a 10 hit?
Does not.
Does an 11 hit?
Does not.
Beautiful. I love it when that works. I see that Gax just came over, and I'm just gonna be like, okay. So I'm gonna take that healing potion. I'm gonna give it to Bo. So Bo.
It like scritches on his ears.
It's 2d4 plus. Was it a healing potion or a greater healing?
It was the one that Chris gave me.
Okay. So
He
it's
gave me
greater.
2 somethings.
Oh,
Yeah,
the two were
those are
greater.
two greater that's a greater healing, which is
Greater.
44 plus 4.
Woo! Way more than he needs.
You definitely awake in the
So
morning.
Bo, you are at 15 now. Unless that is above your current your max, and then you are at max.
Yeah, too bad she had to add that addendum. Well, I only had 12 before. This is great.
And as a bonus
better than
action,
I've ever felt.
I will give Gax some scritches as my bonus action. Jade, do you feel like it's your turn?
Yay! He's happy.
That one thing of armor. It's not paying attention to me.
It's not paying attention to you.
And I'm
And
sad
you feel
about
like
that.
you are flanking, actually.
I feel
You have
like
advantage.
so I'm going to attack him with my spear. With my advantage because he is not taking me seriously.
I know, you keep trying. That 22 is gonna hit. Give it a good 1-2. Alright, it is still up, but it is looking like its movement's starting to get really halty. It's having issues moving now. It is still
Good.
up. Bo, you flutter back up. What do
I'm
you
gonna
do?
stab that armor.
A stab at that armor. All right. You have flanking, and that 15, unfortunately, is not going to hit. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Not right now.
Okay. Chris, you feel like you have an opportunity to act.
Second verse, same as the first. Just attack it with this mace hand again.
All right.
There we go.
I enjoy that you call it
20
mace
is
hand.
going to hit. Go ahead and give me some damage.
Yes.
That is enough. And this second suit of
Stop
armor
hurting
crumbles
us.
to the floor. It looks like this flying short sword is the only opponent left on the field. As that happens, it's actually gonna kind of like swing around and make an attack at Jade. Jade does an 8. Oh wait, Gax was given the order to protect, so it's disadvantaged. Does an 11 hit?
No.
All right, beautiful. Moving on, Corey. I feel like you have an opportunity to act.
That's good timing.
I know, right? I was like, oh, I hope he's back in time.
We got one guy left, right?
We got this one flying sword left.
Show it why it should
I'm
regret
gonna-
being a sword.
I'm gonna attack one of the things that's already on the ground. Then no, I'm just gonna swing at the sword with my. It's sword versus Morning Star.
Oops.
I'm gonna miss.
Fortunately, that 10 is just going to go a little bit wide. Luckily, you don't hit anybody else in this clusterfuck. Actually, we would have flanking because like we're all literally surrounding it basically at this point. But this 12 still is not going to hit.
I'm gonna tell Gax to bite that damn thing. Since you're
Okay.
a blink dog, maybe he can do
Make a
something.
bite
to it.
attack. He can try and blink up in the air. We'll see what happens.
16.
Is going to just barely miss. So he blinks and he tries, but he's just a little bit short, and then he goes back.
Good
to
try,
right
buddy.
next to you. He tried real hard and he did real good. I'm gonna
Wait.
try that thing again where I clap at this thing and hopefully something like. So I'm gonna right in this thing's face. Well, it's the sword, so it doesn't. Let's see here.
Right in the hilt.
15. Ooh, with a 10. he
Ah,
actually
right in the
does
hilt.
not succeed on that Constitution save. So somehow this sword feels the thunder and it's pushed back a little bit. And it takes 4 points of damage. Oh, right, beautiful. So that brings us to Jade.
So. I'm gonna do a little spear versus sword and see if I can smack it out of the
Alright,
sky with my
Swing it out
spear.
of the sky. All right. That is gonna hit. You take your spear at it. It doesn't really stab it, but you knock it to the ground. And as you knock it to the ground, it does take, I'm gonna say 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Let's see here. Okay. It's still floating around though. It brings itself back up. Do you have a bonus action?
My bonus action is no, I got nothing.
All right, beautiful. Bo, you feel like you have a chance.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna. That'd be silly to try to shoot at a sword. I'm gonna slash it with the dagger.
All right, beautiful. Unfortunately, that 14 is just not quite there. You slash at it, and it kind of just floats out of your way because it got knocked to the ground, so it's bringing itself back up, and in the process, you just barely miss. Chris, you feel like it's your chance.
Attacking the sword with my statue.
Attacking a sword with a statue.
And missing.
Ooh, unfortunately, that 7 is not enough.
That statue sounds so cool, but it is not doing well for you.
This sword is it's hovering. It's doing its little sword thing. Uh, Jade just kind of messed it up a little bit though, so it's gonna swing over at Jade. Does a 20 hit for 4
Yes.
slashing as it slashes out at you?
How
Corey,
dare it do the sword thing at me?
how dare it be a sword?
I
Corey,
mean, what was it thinking?
this short sword just swung and kind of slashed at Jade. But you feel like you now have a chance to maybe retaliate if you want.
Morning Star the sword.
Oh right. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
And
do a
Gax is
bonus
gonna
action.
try to bite it.
Bite it. Beautiful. I love it. Let's see it.
It's gonna be a 9, and he's gonna
So
miss.
Gax is gonna blink up in the air and again bite up at air and not get anything before he blinks back to your
Womp
side.
womp.
Still truly impressive that he's blinking.
With my turn, I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried yet. And so I'm gonna actually just bring my hands together like I did with that fire thing, but I'm gonna just try and say, just I just want to okay, I want to try and do something that's just gonna keep doing damage. So I'm gonna put my hands together and go stop. And as I do, a bolt of blue lightning is gonna streak forward from my hands, and fortunately, it's going to miss and go straight into a wall. Little burn mark on the wall, but no damage to the sword.
R.I.P. Gotta try and smack it back out of the sky. I don't think an 11 hits.
11 is unfortunately does not hit. Bo.
This thing is wily now.
Yeah, it's a wily one.
Well, I mean, it's a sword, so I'm gonna grab for it.
Dang. That's what I was going
Alright.
to do.
Make a grapple attack.
Shit.
Oh, what is that? Just
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Feel this turning into Fantasia at this point.
Basically, yeah. D&D.
We've
No
been
one-
dodging
no one get a
sword
horse.
for a while.
just click that. Does that work?
You grab the sword, and the sword is effectively grappled. And it will try and fight you, but as of right now, it cannot make an attack.
Looks like he's stabbing himself.
Bo is holding this thing steady, and it's jerking.
Dude,
It's trying to
stop
get
stabbing
out,
yourself.
but
Chris, knock some sense into it.
yeah, its dexterity save was a 5, so it's not gonna do anything. Chris, this thing is effectively grappled, and you feel like if you were to try and hit it, you would have advantage
Hold
because
it.
Bo's holding it.
Steal.
And a 19 is gonna hit. Go ahead and show me
Statue
some
of
damage.
limitation.
Beautiful. This thing, it's jerking. It's moving. It's jerking. But you hit it good as you just poof bludgeon this thing. With its attack, it's going to try.
You call it the statue of imitation because you're imitating it.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's gonna break free of this grapple. With a nat 20.
Ooh.
It rolled a 22 and a 3. Nat 20, natural 1. Woof. But it is gonna break free and fly forward. But that is its action, so it cannot make an attack. Corey, you feel like you have a chance.
Yet again, Morning Star attack, and yet again, is it flanked? At least
It has.
I'll give it flanking. It's hovering.
aren't
in
we
the
all
air.
around? I mean, it's pretty fair.
We're circling.
I like to
and
imagine that scene
give
from
it-
Shaun of the Dead where they're gang beating that one zombie in the bar.
I'll give it
Yeah.
flanking. Yeah, I'll give it flanking. Okay.
3 piercing, and
It is still in the air. Oh, and
so can I smite it if it's still standing
can.
after that?
it is still standing.
So I'm gonna try to take this damn thing out. I'm sick of its stuff. So I'm just gonna smite right at it. I'm a paladin.
I'll
so
say
that's
no
the
matter what the
stuff.
smite damage is, it's gonna go down, which will take.
Wow,
us
12.
out of
Die!
no matter what it is, that's gonna take us out of combat. So we are now out of initiative, guys. What you find as you look over the wreckage of these animated shield and this animated armor and these flying swords, you find what's usable of these animated armors. You find a piece of ring mail, of +1 ring mail. You find a +1 chain shirt that is still usable. You find both this longsword and the short sword are both +1s. And then I need everyone to kind of give me an investigation check as you look around the room.
Unless anyone wants that short sword. I got my eye on it.
Take the long sword. Somebody can have this morning star.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Chris, over in the corner by the front door, you see this like dusty pair of boots. Looking them over, I mean these could be good. You feel like
I
you
want to.
could.
I want to take my magic item compendium book that I managed to bring with me, and see if I
Okay.
can see the boots mentioned in the book. Excellent.
You do actually see them mentioned, and these do look like boots of striding and springing. So you'll be able to jump super high. It doesn't really affect your walking speed all that much, but if you tried to jump, you would flew right up in the air.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What armor did we
I
get?
throw
Did we
away my
find?
New Balance shoes and I
You
put these
found
things on immediately.
a set of +1 ring mail and +1 chain shirt.
All right, I do. Who wants some armor? I definitely need some here.
I don't know if I don't think I can wear any really of this.
Same boat. I feel like it would make it too hard for me to
I could probably wear like
cast.
the books that Jade is wearing, but that's about it.
I don't think I can wear heavy, but I can give you the books.
I will say, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure
Looking
Chain
at the
and
stats.
ring are both heavy.
they are both heavy. So no, well, it's not chain mail; it's a chain shirt. So the chain shirt is medium.
What's the AC of the chain shirt?
Chain shirt is 13 plus your dex with a max of 2.
Ooh.
The ring mail is a 14.
I can't wear the ring mail.
So I'll take the ring. You can take the chain shirt. Then you have a dex bonus.
I do not have a dex bonus.
Might not be helpful. It's 14 base.
14
Right.
is better than what I have. Like,
Wait, it's 13 base.
it's 13.
It's the 13 base.
Like, that with the shield brings me up to 14, which
Which is what I'll be with the ring.
And it is +1 armor. Both of these are +1 armors.
Oh, so it'll be 15.
So it would be a 15
Both of us.
Yeah.
Well, that'll help both of us.
okay.
All right, well,
I hand over the book stuff to Alaina,
well, and I'm actually gonna say, Bo, do you think you could wear this?
or either one of you could wear it.
Yeah, I'll say I would try and give the books to Bo to wear some book armor,
Book armor.
which
Is
is
it
just,
light?
It's gonna be leather armor.
Yeah, that'll work.
Anybody want the long sword? If not, I'll take it. Could somebody use it?
I think you're the
technically
only,
could.
I think is it long sword or martial?
You don't seem to be doing so much melee, so how about you take this Morning Star and I'll take the long sword because it's one more to hit.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So you got Morning Star now, it's D8.
A long
Oh,
sword
I
is
guess-
martial, so only people who have martial weapons can use the long
So
sword.
as a paladin, I've got all these damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
long
got
sword
more.
you could use. So it's a +1 long sword. The +1 short sword is still up for grabs, and then let's see, investigation checks.
I was going
uh,
to take the short sword if no one else wanted it. So.
Yep.
Go
I
for
would
it.
say
Take
go for
it.
Corey,
I
also
still
while
got
looking
my
around,
spear.
you also see a mace and a war hammer hanging
Are
around.
any of them better than this long sword? How does a Warhammer
no,
look?
these just look like plain old. It's a plain old mace and a plain old war hammer. It looks like it's just kind of in the corner. It doesn't look super special. Just
So I'll just
you know.
keep the mace as an extra weapon, then,
Okay.
like in case I lose my long sword.
Okay.
The hammer. You want to put this in your bag, Jade? The hammer, in case we need
Yeah.
it later.
Let's
Sure,
put the
I
warhammer in the bag.
can take a warhammer in the bag. I can't use martial stuff yet. Ish, like maybe if I look at it for a while, I can. But my spear is doing pretty okay with the shield.
Yeah, you are. I mean, you're kicking some ass for sure.
And as you guys take a look around, you do see that there's stairs up. Looks like there's an upstairs across the hall. Just on the other side, there is what looks to be a library with some fallen stacks inside. And then there is
It's
a long corridor that leads down.
It's a
towards a room.
different library.
It is actually what looks like to be a full research library as opposed to a study.
Maybe we
Guys.
check out the new library.
Before we
Yeah?
go in there, we've learned a lesson so far, and that's every time we walk into a room, something tries to kill us.
Let's take a break. Let's take a quick.
Let's do that, and then let me send an illusion in there, so that whatever's ready to attack will attack it instead of us, and we can get the jump this time.
That's smart, brother.
That's a good deal.
Also, guys, I think if before we go into any room, I can do this. I think I figured out if I think really hard, I might be able to see if there's magic stuff in there.
I like detect
I mean-
magic.
I mean,
usually you guys
Yeah,
know.
like so if there's any more of these animated things, because we just fought like a fucking rug tried to smell
Yeah.
us, and then these.
Yeah, let's
try
be
that.
smarter. Let's be smarter. Y'all are right, both of you, because we kind of just ran in there and started fucking with shit.
Twice.
We know
Yeah,
better. Yeah, we know
Twice.
better.
yeah. We didn't learn
Okay.
our lesson the first time, but we learned it the next time.
Seems
Like you
like
said
we've
earlier,
done this before.
burn us twice. Don't burn us a
I mean,
third
it's
time.
not like we've been playing this game for a few decades, Chris.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
you
not
know,
like I've been playing this game
Yeah.
for 10 years or anything.
Yeah, put
Figure it out
ourselves
by
in our
now.
character's shoes. Think inside the box.
Yeah, we need to start thinking D&D style. I think
Yes.
Jade's doing a good job of that. She's been doing some crafting and shit. So
Yeah, I'm gonna. Are we taking a break now? Because I feel like I want to stare at my armor for a little while, like really look at it. Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm a full-on artificer. So
artifice it up.
I'm gonna. These could be shinier.
Well, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try and I don't know. Patch
Maybe have a
myself up.
short rest.
Yeah, let's take a short little rest right
Take
here.
a
All
little
right.
break.
Let me tell you guys a little story then.
Please tell us. And as he does it, you see me unzipping this, and I just lay back.
And we
I
know
start
what you're
listening.
doing. We know
I
what you're
immediately
doing.
start zoning into my like shield. I pet it. It's weird.
I sit next to my brother to enjoy the story in much the same manner.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Woo! Yes, I love it. Haha!
Tell us a story, dude. You don't just say. You gotta actually tell us.
I don't know what kind of story you guys want to hear. And
How's your car doing? Tell us a little bit about your car. You don't actually have to tell us about your car, but let's just.
I
say
got
what you-
I got a good story. What's your favorite episode of Scooby Doo? I'm thinking of it because we're stuck in this house.
I mean, you're not
Oh,
wrong.
That's kind of a. I mean, this has been a little wacky, a little wild.
Mine's the one with the haunted mariner. You know, the,
Oh, do you
the
have any,
glowing
like-
diving suit.
Legit short, like little tells with
I
like
don't.
it, like of your people type. Like I feel like no, I'm serious. I feel like there's got to be like a fable. There's got to be.
I mean, I have a book
Something
of them
about
somewhere.
something about
Let
maize, maybe.
My people are hunters, not
storytellers.
gatherers.
Oh.
He's not Chakotay from Discovery.
Well, apparently, yeah. Apparently, I was a little bit off. So
More,
then, but there have to be stories,
Or
right?
a crazy
Stag stories?
horse, then.
Yeah. Well, that's my point. There's got to be something. Maybe it's too long though.
Oh yeah, they're all
Like-
pretty long.
All right.
It could be a
Oh,
short.
I beef
Well-
doing my.
After Bo tells, we have this whole conversation. We talk a little bit about Scooby Doo. We talk to Bo a little bit. I'm gonna go over and kind of like think really hard at this room, and I'm going to use a little bit of a something to see if I can. And,
Super dumb question. I've never done a short
Yes.
rest before.
Uh-huh.
How many hit dice do you get? Do you get an extra hit dice per level or something?
Yeah.
One
so you have
each
two-
level.
You get
Okay,
two
so I have
dice
2
per
hit
level.
dice. Okay, so I can use 1 hit dice.
You get them back after a long rest.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this.
I was being serious though. I wanted to hear an actual like native like ancient story. Like I wasn't being an ass. Like I love shit like that.
5.
I don't know any by heart. I do have a
One of
book
my-
full of them.
Yeah, one of my favorite books is the Hopi Survival Guide. Like that shit's fucking. Read it again every few years.
So
Yeah, I have a book full of trickster spirit stories.
Oh, that
Alright,
sounds
Coyote,
good.
the coyote.
Spider in our.
Oh, okay,
Culture.
nice.
alright, guys, I'm not sensing any like enchanted armor or enchanted rugs or anything like that, but I do get the sense that there's some things in there we might want to, like there's stuff in there, but it's not.
There's something magical in there, is
Yeah,
what you're saying?
There's magical stuff in there, but it doesn't seem like it's the kind of it doesn't seem like it's animating things. Like it
Let me
feels
see
like
what I
some
can.
stuff.
Like, because earlier I got to like I could feel evil coming off of some of the things.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to walk in a room and have like a trap effect go off. Maybe
Right.
chuck something in there first.
I like Chris's idea. Let's put an image in there and see if something jumps on it. Right.
Yeah, let me
Okay, yeah.
let me think of something real quick. And what immediately pops into mind is that image of the girl walking with a boyfriend and he's looking back over his shoulder at the other girl. You know the meme. Those
Yep.
two go walking into the room and he looks back over his shoulder as he's entering the room, like back at us.
All right, Corey, you don't sense anything in that room.
Okay.
You don't get a feel for any of the other rooms either. So from where we are near the door, kind of like looking in, we don't see anything in that room. You get a vague sense of something down the hall, though.
Before we do, if we're gonna go in that room, I'm just gonna grab up like a rock and I'm gonna stare at it real hard, and I'm gonna have it project sound that is people talking or something, and I'm gonna toss it in the room and see if the thing's sound based. It's gonna attack.
Perfect. Yeah, because I used silent illusion, so it doesn't make
Visual.
any noise. It's just visual.
Yeah, I'm just general chatter that goes in with the
You're gonna
illusion.
do the girl. What are you looking at?
My God, pay attention to me.
Again?
I mean, there's this visual, there's this sound, and nothing seems to be attacking. It seems.
Okay, that's still a trap, but you know.
Now
go
let's
on.
send Bo in.
No, let's not send Bo in.
Everyone, make an intelligence check for me.
I feel like Jade and I need to kind of be in the front at this point. We're
Yeah, we are the most armored.
Set
I
intelligence.
would not. All right, let's see what we got. A straight intelligence.
I am the smartest.
All right. Knowing.
Bo's the smartest.
Big brain time.
Bo's trying to think of like one of the tales since I asked him about it. He's like, why can't I think of any? I know like 1,000 of them.
Oh, right. I
Shit.
should probably do that too.
Like when somebody asks you what songs you like and you forget every song you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah, I
Um,
hate that.
Knowing what we know about D&D, I didn't sense anything on detect magic. He didn't pick anything up on his divine sense. Nothing reacted to the image or the sound. So unless whatever's in there is super effing smart and not undead, celestial, or a fiend, I don't think there's anything in there.
It's more constructs, y'all.
Nah, it seems
They
pretty
Alright.
seem to have like
But-
engineering
but
shit. Can you
My
figure something
detect
out?
magic didn't pick up on anything that's animated, so nothing.
And that would be arcane, right?
right.
They would have some kind of okay.
Right.
Yeah,
the
but I don't
only
like
thing
any of the
arcane I
things you-
picked up was not a school that would animate armor.
I don't
It
like
could be
anything you
traps.
listed though after the except. All those things
Yeah.
sounded horrible.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to see anything celestial.
I
The
obviously
only
just
thing
walk
cool
in.
where I picked up was something
Bo's
down that
just
hallway.
gonna walk in while we're talking.
Down the
Alright,
hallway
Bo,
it is a
Make-
valid.
an acrobat. No, I'm kidding. Bo,
Make a save. Deck save.
nothing.
On save.
Nothing at you.
I'm gonna follow in after him because I'm like, oh God, you're so squishy. I'll
All
follow.
right, Bo. Well, we're with
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna come in too.
I'm gonna go last.
So
Thus, you are
everybody,
the smartest of us all.
We are now all in there, and nothing attacks.
I'm waiting for something to trap us in there.
Gonna investigate the
Oh,
area.
God, wouldn't that be
All
good?
right. Anybody who would like to take a look around, make an investigation check for me.
Oh, ready for me not to find any.
I'm gonna let Gax sniff around.
I still can't investigate worth shit.
Yeah, it's a
Right. Ooh, Bo. You find
So
some
many
in-
I
books.
find
though.
everything.
Bo, you find some interesting things. You find in a corner, you find this harp-looking thing. We've not seen this before in any of our campaigns, but if Chris were to look through his book, he would see that this is considered an
Ooh.
instrument of the bards.
The Clee lyre. Cly lyre?
I was looking at
It's a
these
Clyre.
guys.
Liar.
eh.
Obviously.
So you know, based on this, if you flip through this little reference manual in the back
Oh,
of the
nice.
spell book you found earlier, if Bo were to use this and he uses an action on one of his turns, he can cast either Stone Shape, Wall of Fire, or Wind Wall.
So anyways, here's wind wall.
Once he uses it, it will not be able to be used again until the next dawn. So we can use this once.
I show him. I'm showing the entry and relay all the information.
Beautiful. But you also get the sense that if you don't take some time to like attune to this item, it might backfire in your brain a little bit.
Yikes.
So you'll have to
Would not recommend.
Chris, as you were walking around with your 14, you happen to come across a very interesting looking wand of sorts.
A wand?
A wand. It looks like it is a wand of the War Mage. So you will ignore half cover when making spell attacks, and you gain a +1 to your spell attack rolls.
Oh, nice.
And
yeah.
then let's see here. Who had the next highest? It was Mia. So I find, as I'm looking through, I'm just going through some books. And on a table I find this like broken sealed, looks like it's a letter. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it out loud. So it says, Sir Lichvaust, please note that while we do appreciate your request for further prisoners, the town's jail cells have remained empty since we sent the last group to you for custody. We apologize for the inconvenience and will send further word as each man should be released into the custody of the town. Sincerely, Baron Richtenstein. Postscript. There has been troubling word of strange happenings up the forest road near your estate and the old fortress. Should it be required, I will send a small contingency led by a local holy warrior to investigate.
Who's hyped for zombies? I'm hyped for zombies.
I hate zombies.
Okay. So
This is
between-
undead. This is
I can
straight.
do without zombies.
Between that torn thing we found and this is just making me think that like whoever lived here, this Lichvaust dude,
Straight up, dude.
was he like sacrificing people?
I
So,
oh,
Bo,
shit, that
You know,
could
it's
be
interesting,
worse.
Bo, that we were talking about stories of natives. Do you folks talk about skinwalkers? Do you have those?
I really hope they don't. And
Um,
walkers ain't nothing to joke about.
Is that a thing? This
Or-
sounds right along the lines of skinwalkers to me.
I mean, it could be demonic summoning, all sorts. This is some D&D bullshit right here.
This whole thing's been
Yeah.
D&D
Sounds
bullshit
familiar.
since we started this strange dream trap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting some heavy spirituals. I mean, this is pretty.
And
I mean,
straight
I've
up
got
be
spiritual
summoning from the-
powers, like
Besides,
literal spiritual powers that have manifested.
Summoning from the arcane
I wa-
realms. You never know. I
I
mean,
wanna-
science is the only magic.
I want to hold up the letter and slide my thumb across the top of Sir Lichvaust's name, and covering up the
Okay.
last of the letters. Look at his first name.
Is
Guy's no
little-
good.
Hey,
Oh, that's
like-
a that's a
be
that's a
like
straight
moss?
up really. That's telling. I don't enjoy that knowledge.
Y'all were talking about undead, and then it just jumped off the page at me.
Oh fuck.
I don't like this guy, and if he cheats with cards and billiards, he probably cheats death too. Not a fan.
Oh, it's straight. up.
Aha!
Okay, wait. Okay, so if I just got tinglies because that makes me feel gross on the inside. Don't
I
they,
don't
like,
want to meet a lich in real
sacrifice
life.
souls for immortality or whatever?
Yeah, a lot.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't like that. I don't like that. I want,
Yeah,
I
hard
out
pass.
disapprove.
I want out
There
of
are
here.
worse things than dying.
Yeah,
it's
getting
living forever.
like when you hit your toe
Miserable.
on like a dresser,
Yeah,
like a
that hurts
solid
really bad.
hit, that hurts
Or
so
step
bad.
on a D4.
Oh,
Should have brought some
Elbow.
D4 with me.
that's light
Lego.
Elbow.
Right in the-
Just
Oh,
like a
God.
nice spread, even
Mm.
of Lego.
Yeah, cantrips. I mean, caltrops.
I got
Caltrops.
cantrips apparently.
Cantrips
Right?
and caltrops.
I feel like I got some of those too.
I
Speaking
think I have cantrips. I don't really know.
it's
hard to know.
Cantrip, will trip. You know what I'm saying?
Got him. But anyways, we're stuck in a death house.
Yeah.
We're gonna
By
die.
the way, let's. How about we not die?
Okay, so there's just that hallway. There's that other whatever's down that hallway on this floor, and then upstairs. I don't know if we could get out that front door. If something else is out there, maybe we have to figure out another way out. I don't know.
Should we check the front door? Like, give it a shot?
What if we
didn't-
just
I'm
went out
always
the
worth a
window?
shot.
we didn't check it?
You guys ever played Resident Evil? Remember happens when you open the front door, those like dogs come out?
I
Yeah,
didn't know
I'm
that.
trying
That
not to
sounds
think about-
horrifying.
Resident.
I never
Evil.
played Resident Evil, so no.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna go to the front door.
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
follow
hang,
because you're squishy.
hang behind her, but ready a magic missile. Actually, I got to use that pearl to get back.
You should probably
my
let
second
Jade
level
or I
spell,
go
or
first,
first level
since we're armored
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Can you let me go?
Once you open the front door, you see. I'm gonna drag us to this page. We'll see the outside of we see the outside of this mansion, as it were. And you do see a path going into the forest.
Oh, that's a straight up. That's a horror movie forest. I ain't going out there.
It's a horror movie force.
Okay,
Yeah,
You will
it's-
die.
as
It's
much as
decidedly
that
Wes
house-
Craven-y. That's-
That forest looks scarier, and I don't like it. And I'm
I'd
gonna go
rather-
back inside the house.
It looks like it's forever dark outside, and I'm not a fan.
How was it? It looks pretty sweet out there.
1 star.
It looked like the house was
moving-
built on a graveyard, which does explain some things.
Like multiple
Back
graveyards.
inside. You guys do feel like you could either go check out this one last room that Corey did get a little ping on. He did get a ping for something in that room, using his divine sense. Blip. Or you
Hey,
can go
warning,
upstairs.
folks. There's something in here that's evil. It's probably the Lich guy. Probably gonna kill us, and then we'll wake up. Maybe. I don't know.
Like, I feel like it's too early in the campaign, in the thing, to find the Lich. We haven't gone to
in
the
the
up.
basement.
They're
It
in the
definitely
basement.
is. It definitely would die. That's what I said. We'll definitely die if we find a Lich.
But yeah,
Unless
let's go
we
down
find
this
his phylactery first.
definitely creepy hallway to find that
We could.
absolutely probably evil something.
Okay.
get
I'm
smacked
gonna
in the
say
face.
maybe Corey and Jade should go first.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go in the front.
Corey, you want to go first or rock, paper,
Yeah.
scissors? it?
We'll just go side by side. You and I. Let's do this.
I'm
Let's do
gonna
this.
caboose.
All right.
Solid.
I'll go behind Bo, but in front of Chris. So as we go in, we do find a kitchen.
Oh hell yeah, guys! I'm hungry.
There's a
I
pantry
need so many
Yeah,
on-
definitely
on
eat
our.
this stuff.
There's a pantry to our right. Various utensils around the sink. Looks like there's some black sludge on some pots back here.
Scoop it. I just start scooping.
You touch it.
I do
Oh,
not touch
no.
the sludge.
All right. So
I-
Black
you move
pudding.
The sludge.
No, I
Nobody touch anything.
I haven't touched anything yet.
Now need everyone
I touched
to
the
roll
sludge.
initiative.
Didn't you learn with the
Jade.
chandelier, Jade?
We just had this discussion.
I moved to say things offhand, and then she like actually attacked us with them. And this is my fault. I take this sludge. This is
So you
I'm
like
not
this in
allowed.
real life too, Jade? I see.
I absolutely am. I'm really sorry, guys.
Also, I will say, Chris knew what it was.
Oh, it's black pudding. Oh, this is bad, guys.
Also,
One's not a
I like
must.
to use this one.
it
It's one of my
technically
favorites.
rolled a 0 on its initiative, so that's awesome.
Yeah, good.
Because it has a minus on its dex, and it rolled a 3. So it has a 0. So yay!
So, do you know what the black pudding is?
I know of black pudding. I don't know the stats or anything.
Okay.
Don't you have a book? It's not in your book.
I don't have the monster manual. Unfortunately, when I teleported in here, I only brought the magic item compendium and the spell compendium from 3.5.
Magic and spell.
Completely useless to what appears to be a 5e game. Thanks to the
which is why
wall.
Chris- but that's why Chris was able to know that it's an instrument of the bards that Bo found and all that jazz.
Yeah, I thought he got the monster.
I wish. That was my mouse pad last
Basically,
week. I switched it to the
what
magic
he
item
brought
compendium.
is the only reason I'm letting you guys know what items are
Awesome.
without
Yeah, that's
having
really cool.
to,
Awesome, that's
without
very
having to
helpful.
identify. So,
Yeah, that's sweet.
I'm glad
Good
I'm
thing you
saved
brought
from the
that,
spell
dude.
slots.
Well done.
That's
so
a good sword.
Bo, as Jade kind of like touches the sludge and it kind of starts to ooze up and form this, can I show you? I'm gonna see if I can show you what this is starting to like. Yeah, there we go. There you
There's
can
got to
see
be
kind
a
of
slime picture.
what this is kind of like
Oh,
oozing up into.
That's a good image for it.
I don't like.
This thing
Scary.
is, it looks corrosive. It looks.
I did not touch that.
You feel like it's your chance to act. And after this, we'll take a quick little 5 for potty
Okay, no
breaks.
picture.
As is standard, I'm gonna talk shit at it.
All right, you talk some shit at it. All right, it's gonna make a wisdom save. Ooh.
I don't think it has a lot of that.
It does not, but even with a -2 modifier, it rolled a 13. Rolled a natural 15. So it doesn't take damage, but it looks hurt by your words. Like, that was nice. It's insulting. You have a bonus action. Would you like to do anything with it?
Gonna make sure I'm a good distance away from it.
Mhm.
Does not
Okay.
look nice.
It's just
Look
one.
like
It's
it
one
smell
creature.
bad.
It's just one black pudding.
That's good at least.
Now,
So, Jade, you feel like you have a chance to act.
I am not sticking my spear in that. I've learned that lesson about acid stuff. It is the return of the fire spell.
All right, all right.
I miss.
Actually, an 8 hits.
What the
So roll me some
fuck?
damage.
Okay, this is
So
concern.
as you bring up your can of bug spray and then the lighter, you blow it out at it, and it's gonna take it. It's gonna take that 6 points of damage, and it's maybe entirety. You think?
I
Weird.
realized I'm not
Okay.
on the initiative.
Uh-oh. Go ahead and roll me initiative really fast.
I thought I was on there. I don't know
Yeah,
what
have to-
happened.
You rolled
Click
a
your
rolled a
button.
16 earlier.
Yeah.
You might not have had your icon clicked.
Corey, I'll go ahead and get you into this really fast.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. All right. So I mean, I don't know of anything else to do at this point. So would I know if this thing's a creature?
You would say that you know.
Wait, I don't have any spell slots anyways. Doesn't matter.
This pinged on your divine sense.
So it'd be a
It
creature,
does
but
have an abyssal influence.
we've only had short rest, so I don't have any spell slots back, so I can't do a divine. I can't do a command anyways. So I mean, I guess I'm just gonna strike at it with my longsword.
Okay, make an attack.
Gax to stay back and
That 9
Dart.
hits. That 9 hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
4.
It's piercing. Okay, that it's going to that goes through. It takes that entirety, and nothing else strangely happens right now. So, Chris, you feel like you have a chance to give it a go.
But for Gax, I'm gonna have him guard us.
I
Okay.
take my new sword out, behave, and attack it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Nice.
And is that piercing or slashing?
Short sword deals slashing, I think. I'm not absolutely sure if I'm being honest.
Let me double check. Short sword.
'Cause I think it's the rapier that deals piercing.
Piercing. Short sword is
Oh,
piercing.
boo!
Got my handy dandy. Nope, piercing is good. Piercing is good.
Piercing's good?
Yeah, I think it's slashing and bludgeoning it doesn't take. from
Okay, I
the
thought
looks
it
of
was the other
things.
way around. I thought it was piercing and bludgeoning.
Piercing works.
All
Don't try to
right.
blood your smasher.
All right. I feel like
Just
I've
like
got a
it.
chance, and you know what? I think I'm gonna. I saw firework earlier, so I'm gonna try and do that thing I did against those tree things, and I'm gonna reach forward and I'm gonna try and throw some fire at it. Let's see here. It's got to make a dexterity save,
Ooh, I don't think it's going to be good at that.
and it failed, so it's gonna take 13 fire damage as it kind of like oozes and tries to get away from us, and we're all just kind of like it's like trying to come out of the sink at us, and it's
I don't
so
want to do the dishes.
nobody ever wants to do the dishes.
Let it soak.
That's exactly how this stuff happens. No one does the dishes.
You just keep letting it soak until it turns into this.
At which point this thing it looks irritated, and it's gonna try and fling a pseudopod at Jade. It's gonna try and attack you.
Pseudopod?
It's an octopus.
Does 18 hit?
The pseudopus.
18 does hit.
All right.
Pseudopus.
So you take 4 bludgeoning and 10 acid damage.
I did not like that.
Ouch.
How much?
10 acid.
4 bludgeoning and
yeah.
10 acid.
Yeah.
Luckily, it rolled a nat 1 on its d6, so there's that.
We're level 2.
Which brings us to Bo.
I'm in full retreat.
Yeah, I was about to say, run.
Um,
There's some fights you just
well, I don't
can't
want to
win.
get close to it.
Hey, but Gax is imposing disadvantage on something.
That was disadvantage. The first hit, it was either a 22.
Yikes. That was
Maybe we go with
disadvantage.
some more distance. Like I think my
Let's-
guy's got
Let's do some distance.
120 feet.
Yeah.
All right,
so
a 9 hits.
I mean, we can hit this thing, but it can hit us too pretty
All
badly.
right, so 3 piercing. Okay. Beautiful.
gonna-
Do you have bonus action?
Let's see.
Is over here
Bonus
the
action
kitchen?
GTFO.
Yeah, back
Yeah,
in
just
that
gonna-
top
just
corner
gonna-
of the kitchen.
Back the
Back
fuck up.
up as far as I can. Up
And
to
it's right here, so it's definitely possible for us to get back in this area to get some distance on it, because it
I
seemed
want to go
like
like
it could only
over here.
it seemed like it could only reach forward about 5 feet.
Where is it on the map?
So it is in this top corner right here,
Okay.
Oh. And
which is where Jade was kind of fiddling with the.
Oh yeah.
So we
Good
feel
idea.
like we could step back. I mean, I didn't step.
Is this thing north of me a wall?
No, that's a table.
Okay.
This right there, yes, that's a wall.
Okay.
be right here.
All right. Bo, do you want to take a bonus action?
Let's see who has. Go ahead and cheer on Corey. Yeah, Corey, go ahead. Go. Make it
Go,
dead.
Go,
Make
go,
it dead.
Corey. You know what
I
to
appreciate
say.
it, brother. I'll do my best.
All right, Corey, you feel like you have a chance to act.
I'm doing this one's for Bo. Ah! Long sword. And I'm gonna take.
I hit it with
Oh,
like
no.
I'm gonna take the fail, the complete, like one,
So
not
you
even.
swing forward,
die.
and you swing that long sword forward, and it gets stuck in the countertop as you swing wide.
Ah!
You do feel like you would have to take a full action your next turn to.
you do not want to be here. Leave it for now. We
My
have
bad.
other
This is-
weapons.
My first actual, like one of these real life. I'll do better next time. Dex, get him.
No, full retreat. Full retreat. You can't take a
Okay.
hit from this.
I'm gonna like hold him off while y'all get away if y'all are running.
All right.
Have
Good
Gax
fucking luck.
bite him. Well, I'm a paladin. I'm not gonna run away while y'all are still standing.
I'm an artificer. I get the fuck out. I would not, because I think he's acidic.
19.
He is
you get-
acidic. I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh well, yeah, he does. Well,
he
you don't
threw
know the
acid at
situation.
me.
He's just gonna bite him. You don't know.
All right. As that happens, he does take the 3 piercing damage, but
No.
Told
Jack
ya.
is going to take 4 points of acid damage.
So then he would have that. He'd be shaking his, trying to get that taste out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's not gonna taste good. That's gonna taste real yucky. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
All right, buddy.
Jade.
Well, let's not do that again.
Jade, you feel like you have a chance.
So I'm going to do my fire thing again.
Oh, that's gonna hit. That's sure gonna hit.
Oh,
Okay.
with my okay. And I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna move through
Alright.
friendly locations, and I'm
It's
gonna.
gonna take an opportunity attack to strike out at you.
Uh,
Does 11 hit?
11 does not hit. Thank Christ.
Beautiful. Chris, you feel like you have a chance.
All right. I am going to use my last spell and magic missile the thing twice.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, it takes that damage. It's still looking pretty hardy, but it does seem like we've done a significant significant number of damage to it.
Do you guys want to like full retreat and just do some crazy range damage at it?
I feel like range is best. Yeah, I like that.
I
Yeah,
I
y'all
don't want to
back
get.
off.
You falling
Let's
back,
do
bro?
that.
I'll follow behind y'all. Y'all get away. I'll come in a sec.
Well, I feel like the people who can only do up close things should get out of here first.
I'm just gonna let it
If we stay
pay
far enough
attention
back,
to me.
it can't reach
It
us.
only had like 5 feet. It's not super long range, but
Well,
it's
yeah, cool.
real
Let's step
bad
back
if
then.
it hits. I did
I'm-
step back.
I'm just
I
gonna
am
point
way
at it.
back.
I'm gonna point at it and say, bad.
I'm with
And
you.
Eldritch Blast for 10 force damage to it. Beautiful.
Is it
Look
not?
at
So it's
that.
not mobile? I figured it
No.
could move.
It-
after.
We don't know. We haven't had anybody
Haven't seen it yet.
outside of
Yeah.
its range yet.
Guess I was just assuming it was mobile.
At which point, the only person left in its range right now, as it comes to its turn, is going to be Corey. So it's going to reach out and throw something at you, but it's gonna go wide and like fling against the wall. And you do see this stone on the wall as it drips down, and it touches anything that doesn't look magical, that's wood or metal. It does seem to start corroding whatever it touches on its dripping down the wall.
Glad that missed me.
I'm gonna second that full retreat command.
Oh, you feel like you have a chance. But after that last like point I did at it, it looks like if you keep doing stuff from range, we might be able to actually take it out, but it's up to you.
Scratch that. It's looking weak.
Viciously mock it, tell it
Yeah.
it
Viciously.
stinks.
All right, I love it. I love it.
That's right. That's
It
right. Pudding, you're no
is
good.
Stinky.
Yeah, no
Five.
good pudding.
With a
Yeah,
5, this
no
pudding's like
good.
my heart hurts, and it's gonna take all 3 of that psychic damage.
I ate my meat.
I'm
I don't
in.
even want you. Pudding.
Corey, you have to take your full action to kind of get that long sword out as it gets out of the counter. But with your bonus action and your movement, you still have free.
I guess I'm gonna just step out of the way, out of the range of this. Take a 5-footer back. I'm gonna stand in front of my brother and get Gax out of range too.
All right, it's going
I'm gonna step over here.
as you step out of its range, it's going to use an opportunity attack. Does a 10 hit because Gax had been providing cover.
No.
All right. It again flings wide, hits the wall, starts oozing down. You do see some corrosive and some action and some yucky things happening on the thing it touches as it oozes down the wall. Jade.
I'm gonna try again and maybe not miserably fail this time with fire.
All right.
No, I
maybe
miserably
not
or
miserably.
fail.
Unfortunately,
You
that
really
fire
fail.
it goes a little wide of the thing, and it hits these pots and pans, and you don't see. Nothing catches fire because it's hitting these metal pans, but some of the pans start to glow like they're super hot.
That's not good. Someone could
Right.
try knocking the pans onto it, and we have like sort of a heat metal thing going on.
Ooh, I like that plan.
It's a solid plan.
To try.
I want to, hearing that suggestion, I want to try and throw my statue of
Hey.
limitations at
Have
the
a
pots
mage
to.
hand?
I do not.
Knock them.
To knock them onto the pudding, so that hopefully, again, we have that metal source we can heat.
All right, give me a d20 plus your dex.
Ooh.
I'm not dexterous enough to do anything like this. I believe in you.
Nice.
Okay, that's enough to knock some pans into it. As these pans make contact, it's gonna give a little screech. Roll me, let's say 3 with a 21. Let's say it knocks 3 of these pans in, of the 5, let's say that were heated. Roll me 3d6.
Nice. Nice.
That is nice.
Beautiful. As this
Great plan, Jade.
These searing heated pans. See, you guys are creative as fuck. I love us.
See,
Um,
even when I don't have heat metal, I have heat metal.
So these searing pans kind of wrench it. It gives a scream as it kind of like sears into its little pudding self. It's looking like a few more hits might end this bad boy. And seeing that, I'm like, well, that was awesome. But you know what? I'm gonna try this again and give it a pew pew with my little fingers again and Eldritch blast it.
Do 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 do.
And that 17 is gonna hit for 7 force damage. Okay. which takes us to the Black Pudding's turn. Seeing that everyone is out of its range, it's going to start oozing down the side of the sink and moving forward on the floor. And it moves forward about. You said you were 5 feet in range. You stepped 5 foot out of range, Corey.
Yeah, we stepped 5 foot back.
Because you were the closest one to it, it's gonna move about 5 to 10 feet. Well, it's about 5 feet forward, so it's just in range with you, and it's gonna try and throw a pseudopod at you again.
The Gax is guarding me.
Yep, does a 7 hit?
Nope.
So Gax kind of like snarls and barks at him, and as that happens, it kind of like makes his armor off and goes from a nat 20 to a 7.
Nice.
It's the wall.
Good job, buddy.
That was a good boy, Gax.
Real good boy. Real good boy move.
Gax is the real MVP.
Really, seriously. Bo, it's gonna take us to your turn.
He's the cutest player.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Let's go ahead. Give me some damage. For 6 piercing. Okay. Beautiful.
It's a good thing most of our weapons are piercing.
It's looking really rough. It's like as it takes damage and each thing that hits it, it's like it loses a chunk of itself and it feels like it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It looks small. It still look like it could do some major damage, but it's looking hurt. Jade. I'm sorry, Corey.
All right. So it's on me. So did it move?
It moved into your range, yes.
Did it move quickly though, or did it move slowly? Do I have a sense that this thing could or couldn't run after us?
It moves slowly. You get the sense that with a human, what we know of a human, it could not chase us effectively.
All right. So I'm gonna look to the other and say, probably want to get out of its range, so it can't get to you. I'll try to hold it off for now.
It looks like it's almost down though.
Yeah, just don't let it get you because it.
You want to stay out of the 5 feet of its range.
Yeah,
though.
it could take y'all out.
That acid damage was nothing to sneeze at.
So that being said, I'm just kind of warning them to not let it get near him, and then I'm gonna slash at it with my longsword.
Nice.
That is
Yeah.
gonna hit. Go ahead and. Because also, I read this. It's not a longsword doesn't do piercing; it does slashing. So that is
What?
gonna hit.
Uh-oh. Really?
But I'm not retconning this whole battle, and that is going to kill it. It kind of crumbles and hardens and then like shatters under as you slash at it.
Yay.
Well,
Well, it was so it was a +1, so you could say it had magic, right? If
Yeah,
it's +1,
I mean we
so it's magic.
we can say whatever we want, but we are
There
officially
you go.
out of combat.
Cool.
Great, go guys. Are you guys good to go for another hour? Do you want to take 5 then come back?
It works for me if y'all
I'd be
want
good for
to.
that. Yeah, 5 then another
Sounds
hour.
fine to me.
Okay, cool. Let's take 5. Then we'll come back after that. Go for about another hour. Don't think we're gonna get to the end, but we'll get to a good stopping point.